So today we're doing a video, and the video is basically just gonna be like an unboxing of these mini brands, and then whatever I get in the mini brands, I'm gonna like make an illustration or like make a new character or make an illustration with my original OCs based on kind of like what I get in here. So because I can't come up with anything else to do, and I thought it'd be fun. Yeah, we'll jump right into that if I can open this thing up. I'm breaking this. I'm doing this so long, I don't know.
6.5 hours later.
There we go. They sound like fun. There's even more plastic. How is there so much plastic on this thing? Oh my gosh.
Few moments later.
Finally got it. Oh. Okay, so these are all of the like little capsules that keep the mini brands in here. So we'll just go straight for it. Okay, and the first one, I think they're lollipops. Yep, I used to eat these a lot during the summertime. I'd eat them a lot, so it's a like 25 pack of that. That's fun. Oh, this is like, I guess it's the like which ones are rare and not and what not, but I'm not like super interested in that. And I got chili. I think that's pretty fun. I do not like chili, but this is turkey and beans. Yum. Delicious. I got that. And then, oh no, I got another chili, but this one is no beans. It's just the meat part. So like, I think they don't want to be lonely. They're friends. These might be like a good like twin character idea. That's 3 out of 5. Here's number 4. Ooh, is this soy sauce? Delicious. I got a bottle of soy sauce. Yummy. I like soy sauce. It's good. We'll see what we can do with that. I like the shape of it too. It's fun. We might be able to do that. Design a character based off of that kind of deal. Oh, this one is harder to open because there's no like little tab or it got broken off or something. Come on. Ow. There we go. Ooh, what's this? Let's go. Oh, strawberry syrup. Yummy. It like has all the nutrition facts and everything. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's our first round. Okay, here's the next one. Oops. Let's see. Oh, another strawberry syrup. Would you look at that? Lots of doubles here. Interesting. Oh, another. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the exact same thing. I hope not. That would be sad. That would make me upset. No way. It's gonna be the exact same thing. Turkey with beans. Oh! It's actually caramel sauce. That's different. Nope. It's soy sauce again. Well, that second one was kind of a bust, but we got the caramel sauce in there. So let's design some characters now, shall we? Okay, so I started off by picking what I was going to use as my inspiration, and as you can see at the top corner, I picked the 2 jars cans of chili, because I thought it'd be fun to design some new characters who were like twins, and they were chili based characters. Yeah, so that was kind of my reasoning for why I picked that, and I immediately went into sketching some character design ideas. The funny thing about me is that when I design a character, I'll normally draw them like once, maybe twice, and then I'm like, that's it. That's like the character that I want it to be. That's exactly what I want, which is something I feel like I need to get better at, because a lot of times if you keep going, you keep sketching, you come up with even better ideas. So I need to stop just settling for the first one and keep exploring and getting into more ideas of what I want these characters to look like exactly. So yeah, so I started off with designing the male character. Originally I was gonna make him I think it was the like turkey and beans one, but I think I switched him over to being the no beans, and then the girls, like the female character, is gonna be the turkey and beans one. It's so weird to refer to these characters in terms of chili. That's weird. Anyway, I wanted to design the characters kind of in a chili-esque way, if that like even makes any sense. So for the hair, especially for the boy, I did it like really rounded at the edges, kind of like bean shaped, and then I think later on I add like some little circles in it, like I don't know, just a stylistic choice. But I really wanted the two characters to be kind of like very different from each other but very similar, so I went with very different silhouettes, like character designs, as in like very different personalities, and then the color scheme is very, very similar, but we're not even there yet. We're just still sketching. So yeah, so at first I was gonna make the little boy turkey with beans, but then I decided he would be no beans, and I switched over to kind of the typical nerd and athlete pairing. So no beans is nerdy boy, and then I don't know what I'm doing here. I was trying to add like I thought maybe a lab coat would be too nerdy, like that's like super obvious, he's into science or whatever. And then I went into sketching turkey and beans, and I love drawing girls like so much. They're so cute, they're so fun. I feel like I could just like draw girls all the time, every day. So I thought it would be fun to make turkey and beans the more athletic, star athlete kind of team player, girl boss, girl moment, whatever the kids are saying nowadays. And I thought that would be super fun, so I went in and gave her a nice little ponytail. I'm not really used to drawing ponytails actually, and they're kind of hard, especially when you're like drawing the hair slicked back. Like it's hard to make them not look like really weird with that, but I think she turned out great. Like her face is super cute. I then thought that Mr. No Beans was not looking too hot, so I went and tried to make his face look better, but he looked even worse after that somehow. I don't know what I'm doing to this poor guy. So I gave up on him and went back to Turkey and Beans, who I was having a blast with. I decided she would be a basketball player. I know nothing about basketball. My family loves basketball, but I'm a soccer girl myself, so I was kind of making things up as I went along. So if this is not like basketball attire, I'm so sorry. Like, it's not supposed to be exact. I'm just having fun with it. But nevertheless, I kept drawing Turkey and Beans, and she was my favorite, so I was kind of biased, but I'm sorry for everyone who likes No Beans better. I think he's kind of a dork. That's okay, I still love him, but Turkey and Beans really had my heart. So after I did the little baby sketch, like I said, I wasn't really happy with how No Beans was turning out, so I was like kind of tweaking him, trying to figure out what was going on, and then I decided to kind of give up on that little baby sketch. So I moved on from the little babies and I went into a bigger sketch, which I like cut out for sake of time, but here's that bigger sketch of No Beans. And then I decided to go in sketching the actual like illustration I was going to do with the two of them. So I started sketching and I wanted it to be kind of dynamic. So my first thought was Turkey and Beans just like making this giant dunk into the basket or whatever. Probably not that because she's kind of short, so she probably wouldn't be able to make it. And I didn't like how it was going, so I went into a different pose with Turkey and Beans kind of like holding the ball in a defensive or like about to pass kind of position. I don't know, some actiony thing that you would see in, I almost said baseball, not baseball, basketball. I know my sports. Yes, I do. I definitely know my sports. Oh no, why am I so bad at this? Anyway, I was actually like really liking that. I was liking how the pose was turning out because it wasn't like too crazy, but it also gave some sense of action and movement that made it more interesting than just like her standing straight. And then I finished up with her, so I went and moved more into No Beans, who I was gonna have just kind of like standing behind her like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? Why are you like this? Why am I related to you? Why are we twins? I decided to give him Crocs later on. I'm not sure if you can see it right now, but I wanted to draw him in Crocs because I thought it would be funny. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is my sense of humor, is wearing Crocs is hilarious to me. Not sure why. I'm just like that. My bad. My apologies. I don't mean to be such a weirdo, but yeah. So I was finishing up my initial sketch, and normally when I do these types of things, I just like draw completely from the sketch and don't have two sketch layers. But because the one I had done was so rough, because I wanted to capture that movement, I decided to do two separate layers and go on top with the actual line art instead of just using the sketch as the line art. So I did that. I was adding the line art layer and I was really enjoying how it was coming out. I didn't know how to draw a basketball and I didn't look one up. So again, I apologize to any basketball fans who are like, what the heck did she do to that basketball? I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. I continued going in with the line art and decided to make her have like Air Jordans or something. I forget what those shoes are called. And I put like Chili as like the team name, her basketball team name, because I thought it was fun. Yeah, I gave her like a lot of wristbands and stuff because that's what I would wear all the time as a sporty girl. I thought it was like so sporty, so cool to wear like hair ties all the way up to like my elbow. I don't know what was wrong with me, but at the time I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So yeah, I was continuing to draw and then I decided to go into, well, I didn't decide, I just moved it back into No Beans. And No Beans was actually like super fun to draw. Even though I was having a hard time with sketching him at first, I think he came out really cute. And then comes actually my favorite part of the entire drawing. I don't normally like to color things in because I'm just like so bad at color theory and I always think it looks bad. But using like the Chili cans as inspiration for all the colors I was putting into the characters was like actually so much fun. Like, I really loved experimenting with their skin tones and things. It was so much fun to kind of use these, like, warmer colors that I actually really enjoy using, but don't use a lot because I'm really bad at color theory. And create these characters that had, like, so much energy from them. And I could, like, at the end tell, like, oh yeah, this is totally based off this chili can. Maybe if they were, like, given to me separately and I didn't see the chili cans, I wouldn't know. But, like, if you knew that they were based off chili, they really do look like they were based off chili. And one of my favorite things that I did was add, like, these little streaks of color into their hair that gave it more depth and dimension. I thought it was really fun, especially since Chili sometimes has like multiple colors in it. It's not always just one chili color, because there's like the beans and the meat and whatnot, and so I had fun with that. And once again, I really wanted to make them very similar in their color schemes, even though the personality and the individuality of the twins shows in their actual like sketch layer. I really wanted the colors to be super similar. So I decided to add like a lot of what was Turkey and Beans' main colors into kind of the secondary colors of No Beans, and vice versa. And that was really fun, because they like turned out looking really nice, and I normally don't like how my colored drawings come out, because I don't like that they look almost, sometimes the characters look separated from each other because of the different color schemes they had. So it was really cool to be able to kind of sketch them in a way that made them come to life and they looked like they were supposed to be together. Yeah, and then I've kind of been working on being able to render characters more. These two, I didn't work on that a lot because I wanted them to be more cartoony, but I did like add a little bit of the softer shadows, which I think I used just like the first brush that's in the paintbrush pack in Procreate, which is like always my favorite. I don't know why. I like using it for the shadows and for the highlights because it gives it like a softer touch without being super like airbrushy, and that's what I really liked about it. And then I went in and added all these highlights with the overlay layer, because that's like literally my favorite thing to do. I feel like it gives them so much character and so much more depth, and in the end I really liked how these two characters turned out. So this is Turkey and Beans and No Beans, the chili twins.